Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's James with Does Real Estate. Just wanted to talk about a few things, update on property, what's going on with Real Estate. But first of all, talk about like the ups and downs of real estate. You can get the highs to the highs and the lowest to the lows. And I will start with with the efficiency studio that we have, I got some renters. They'll be making their deposit Friday, and they'll be moving in April 5th. So that was the good news. And then literally the next day, I get a call. Well, I knew I had plumber going out to one of my other properties, and the water heater was completely shot. And I knew it was an older water meter. I'd been getting it serviced. I bought this house back in maybe 2019, 2020, and it was already like 5 or 6 years old. So I knew that it would be pretty close to time. It's not exactly what I would expect, but you have to deal with what you deal with. So I had to purchase a new water heater, pay for insulation, and then of course, while he was down there, he went ahead and looked at a few other things. So we got some, probably go down and get the service on the furnace as well. And that's one of the things I want to talk about. When I bought this property, I inherited tenants, and that's completely fine. I don't have a problem with that. But when I did that, it's kind of hard to go in and do a full renovation. So I know step by step that things are going to need to be replaced. And just this year alone, I've replaced, upgraded the bathrooms, and then I've updated the flooring, and then a new water heater. So with that, mainly like my cash flow was pretty much shot for that particular property for the year. But last year, I don't even think, outside of some service calls, I don't even think I had any repairs at all. So that's kind of ups and downs. It's going to happen. I think that I just signed the lease last month. I do think that in the future, I'm going to potentially, when that lease is up, figure something out, because the people want to stay there, but I need to go in and have updates, because I don't want to have this month-to-month phone call where things need to be replaced. So that's one of the things that you just have to deal with when you inherit tenants and you don't go in and do a full rehab. Not a big deal. That's just one of the lows for today. So and then on the big unit in the duplex that I'm working on now, we're about 95% done. We're just doing the fine tuning, finishing up some paint and stuff like that. So I'll have a video soon on all that. So we're moving forward with go ahead and getting the DSCR loan. So we're waiting on the appraisal to call me. So the appraiser calls, he's going to come out, do the appraisal, and then we'll finish the paperwork up, and then I have the complete breakdown of the whole deal from the beginning to the end, and see how good of a deal it really was. I mean, on paper, every deal that you step into, you expect it to be a great deal, and just, I'm pretty sure at this point right now, it's about where I expected it to be. So overall, pretty good. So moving forward, we're looking to acquire more properties. I did put in a what they call a backup offer on a property on the east side of Indianapolis. So basically, backup offer. There's already a person that had accepted offer. I guess they're going through some of the processes, and the listing agent or whoever has the contract is not exactly sure that this person's going to close on that deal. So I went ahead and put an offer in for the exact same price that they put in. So if the deal falls through, then the deal goes to me. And then once that happens, then we'll do our due diligence ourselves, and then hopefully close that up pretty soon. I'm not sure if this one will actually be a one that I rehab and keep. This might be a flip. And the only reason that is because I don't think it will cash flow after the purchase and the rehab. So I don't want to have a negative cash flow. depending on the rehab costs, we're going to be pretty close to the 1% rule, which is where I want to stay around, which I talked about in a previous video. So if we can get there, we'll get there. If we don't, then, you know, my exit strategy will be a flip. My ultimate goal is to keep every property that I work on. Every property has value in it, and I know even the one that if it doesn't cash flow well, I do know I wouldn't regret keeping it because rent's only going to go up, and then I'm going and doing a complete rehab on this, so I shouldn't have too much overhead on repairs and such, and so that stuff. So that's where we're at. Also, be heading to a different market here in about 2 weeks. I'll do a video on that when we get there. I'll just reveal where we're at. I might already said it in another video, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's where we're at. So we're almost completely done with the rehab. Then we'll refinance it, and then we'll rent it. So I mean, that's a breakdown of BRRRR investing. People say they're impossible to find, but we're finding them, and I ain't the only one finding them. So if you guys have any questions about the numbers, just let me know, leave in the comments. Like I said, I'm gonna make a complete video of the whole breakdown of the whole entire deal, and then, you know, we can kind of discuss that. But one thing I do want to talk about is just like, I haven't closed on a deal for a while, so it can be a little frustrating. But with real estate, with any type of entrepreneur, any type of business, you just got to keep a good mindset and don't let anybody discourage you. And I'm lucky enough in my life, I have enough people encouraging me, and I think that's a tribute to people that are not encouraging you. Get them out of your life. I mean, that might sound pretty messed up, but you don't need negative energy. There's already enough negativity around. So, you know, find people that encourage you, and then encourage people. You know, that's the biggest thing. Like, give what you're getting. So support, and you know, do it in a kind way. I mean, it doesn't hurt to support other people. So I've got a lot of support, and I'm going to give that support back. And if any of you guys watching the video need help, need figuring some real estate stuff out, don't let anybody discourage you. Don't tell them, oh, you ain't got enough money. Oh, you ain't got this, you ain't got this, you can't do that. Oh, did you hear about Dad had to replace a water heater on the same day he rented a house out? Now he's not going to make no money. Well, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't make no money. So trust me, the money's there. It's like anything, you know, you got a job and you get laid off, it's gone, but you're going to recover. You're going to come back. Sometimes you come back stronger. So we're doing this thing. If you guys want to come along with the ride, come along for the ride. Like, subscribe, share. Sorry about the low quality of video. I'm in my car on my break at work. So I just wanted to kind of thinking about, you know, what I wanted to talk to you guys about, make sure that I'm bringing you as much value as I can. And then maybe Monday, I might drop the video of the newest unit, show you what Dad Does Real Estate does. Now I will say this, the renters that are going to be renting the studio, they was actually the first one to see it, and they actually seen it before it was done. They was really like, oh, I want to see it, I want to see it, which is fine. I said, well, it's not done. And they said, that's fine. So a month later, you know, when I was done, and actually a couple weeks later, I said, hey, I'll give you a first opportunity since you already seen it. They didn't really get back to me. They just, you know, said, okay, well, you know, we're thinking about some things. They went around, they looked at some other houses, and then finally this week I said, hey, it's completely done, it's rented out. You know, here's what, if you guys are still interested. So come back out, and they said that we did an amazing job, which it was good feedback. They said everywhere else they looked in the area, not comparable because there's not a lot of studios, but they said they was going in the 2 to 3 bedrooms that was $400, $500, $600 more. They said people wasn't even painting their walls. it barely looked like they was even cleaning before people came in. So I'm glad what we're doing at Dow Real Estate, because I got people that work for me, and they'll say, hey, does this look good enough for you? Is this typically a lot of people will say yeah, but I know if I feel like it's not up to our standards, I will if it's spending $10 more, I know it's a money game, but I have a standard, and I want to completely execute on every single one of my flips or the properties I'm keeping, whatever it is. Let's do it the right way, because I know that if I don't do it the right way, either I have to rent it out for less, or I'm going to be in there making repairs all the time. So I'm not going to make the repairs, but dealing with that. And since I don't make the repairs, it costs me twice as much, because everybody's got to make their money in this. So I'm really proud of all the work that we've done, and we're going to continue the success. I'm further building my team, building a roster. I got a really strong core of other real estate investors I work with, which I will be meeting up with in a couple weeks. We're all meeting in another market to look at potential deals and such. So from getting the rehab done, looking at deals, dealing with leasing, dealing with repairs on other properties, real estate is a lot of work. So sometimes if you see that person that's got 50 properties, and you be like, oh well, this and that person's putting in work. Nobody's just walking into this game and thinking, oh well, this is easy. And if it is, congratulations, but work. And I'll end it with this. I was talking to a friend of mine that's getting into real estate, and he's having a little bit of problem getting some traction. And he said to me this morning, he said, well, it's been a rough road. And I just said, just remember, there's no smooth roads without rough roads. And if that makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. But there's no highs without lows, and vice versa. So just keep on pushing, especially if it's something you want to do, because it's gonna eventually come full circle, and you'll get exactly where you want to be. And I'm here to support anybody that's enjoying the channel. Want to talk about real estate, want to talk about anything, let me know. Like, subscribe, share, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'll get at you on the next video.